Welcome to Tansson TV Plus. I'm Brandon.
And I'm Mom.
Thank you for joining us here today.
Yes, thank you for joining with us again.
Yeah, we always love doing this. And Mom, how's your day going thus far?
Brandon, thus far, my day has been going fine. How about you?
All is well here. And Mom, are we able to let us know what we're speaking about here today?
Yep, today we're going to talk about the mole.
And Mom, I'll let you go ahead and lead it from here.
Okay, sure will, Brandon. All right, guys. The reason I am selecting the mole today is because I was looking for something different to watch on TV. It's early June, and our regular shows that we normally watch, of course, they are in hiatus at this time period. And so I watched the mole, the original mole, years and years ago. And I really did like it. So I said, let me explore the new mole that's out on Netflix. And so I needed something to binge, and I decided to binge both seasons of The Mole. And so, Brandon, that's why we're kind of selecting this today. And both seasons of The Mole came out in 2024. For those of you who are not familiar with the series, let me just give you a very brief synopsis. Overall, The Mole is about a team working together to make money by competing with group challenges. However, one person is working against the team, hoping the team will lose money. The winner keeps the money if the winner is able to correctly guess who the mole is. Each week or each episode, someone or multiple people are voted off. Not voted off. They are tested out of the series, meaning that they are close to knowing who the mole is. And then at the end, someone guesses correctly who the mole is, whoever the last two out of the three that are left. The last two will guess, and the person who guesses correctly wins the money that they have put together as a team. All right, Brandon. I hope that made sense. What are you? I know you just saw just bits and pieces of episodes. What were your thoughts?
Yes, you're right. I saw bits and pieces of the end of the seventh season, which is now on Netflix. And I definitely thought it was an interesting premise. And I will say it is enticing to have viewers keep coming back.
It is. It is enticing. And like I said, I was able to binge both seasons. So it is something that you can watch in, um, 2 days perhaps, per season. There are 10 episodes per season. And so far on Netflix, there are two seasons that are there. It indicates 2024 as the release dates for both of the seasons. One of the reasons that, like I said, I like to watch it is because this was something different. It's a game show. I do like game shows. It's easily bingeable. Um, and what I like, one of the other things to like about it is the mystery part of it, because you are trying to figure out who is the person who is sabotaging the teams. And then you're also you're trying to watch to see what are they doing to sabotage the particular teams. Um, and sometimes it's a little cleverly done, other times it's very overt. And so it's just kind of fun to watch and trying to guess and to see whether or not you're able to pick out the person who is working against the team itself.
And I would say for myself that while I'm not much of a unscripted person, so to speak, I will say that it's enticing enough that to figure out who's going to stay, who's going to be eliminated, and the sort of mind games that you have to go through. I mean, I certainly like mind games, and so I think that's really up my alley. And so, for context, you were already watching, let's say, the seventh season. I believe you're finishing the sixth season as well, and I just happened to catch these final few episodes.
Yeah, and if you look online on Netflix, it's going to say that it's season one of season two. The reason being is because the original seasons that were out were many, many years ago, and if I remember correctly, I think they were on ABC. Um, the question of did I guess who the mole is? I'm not going to tell you who it was, but for the first season that they show on Netflix, I will say this: I should have gone for the obvious. So I did not guess who the correct person was. However, if I had just gone for what looks obvious, I would have guessed it. For season two, I did guess really early on. I guess at that point in time, I was ready for it, and so I did guess early on who the culprit is. Um, the question that we always ask is, will I watch other seasons if another season does pop up? Yes, I will watch another season if it does pop up. And so, I'm hoping that it does come back again. But if you're just looking for something, like I said, over the summer to watch that's bingeable, and kind of exciting and something new, and if you like game shows and intrigue, The Mole could be something that you can watch. Um, as for rating, normally I give my shows a rating between 1 to 5, 5 being the highest. I would give this a 4 because it was enjoyable. Brandon, did you have any closing thoughts on The Mole?
So, yes, to comment on what you're saying, the first 5 seasons did indeed air on ABC. The first 4 seasons aired consecutively, 2001 to 2004. The fifth season was much later in 2008. And then now the Netflix iteration has begun in 2022. And to the best of my knowledge, is continuing to the present.
Yeah, like I said, I hope it does come back for season three on Netflix, and so I look forward to watching it if it does. So we thank everybody for watching. Let us know if you watched The Mole, and if so, did you guess it? All right. So thank you for watching again. Have a great day, everybody.
And we'll see you next time.
Bye bye.